So a few years ago, I created a YouTube channel called 7 Codes of Football. My intent was to make videos that were highlighting the different codes of football found all around the world. And I had started by making extreme beginner's guides. The 3 videos I had made were for American football, Canadian football, and rugby union. And my goal was to teach somebody with zero knowledge of the game enough that they could go to a game in person or watch one on TV. I didn't have recording equipment at the time, so I used an AI voiceover generator to create all the audio from my video. But now that I have the equipment, I have redubbed the videos and am putting them up on this channel. So here is my redone video for Canadian football. Welcome to Canadian Football, an extreme beginner's guide. Today we're going to be looking at Canadian football, and after watching this video, you should have a basic enough understanding of this sport to follow a game in person or on TV. But please note that this is just a simple introduction, not an exhaustive review of all the rules. 2 teams play against each other with 12 players on the field. Each player takes a spot on the field and they each play a specific role for their team. The team with the ball is called the offense. They are attacking the other team's goal area called the end zone. The team without the ball is called the defense. They are trying to keep the other team from getting the ball into their end zone and, if possible, getting the ball back from them. It is the job of the team with the ball, the offense, to attack the other team's end zone. Now to do this, they must move the ball. There are 2 main ways to do this. The first method of moving the ball is running with it. Running with the football is as simple as having the ball in your hands and running. This is seen as the safest way to move the ball, but it usually doesn't move the ball very far. And the second method of moving the ball is passing it. Passing backwards may happen at any time, and any person may catch it and continue running with the ball. A backward pass that isn't caught is a free ball up for grabs for anyone to get. Then there is the forward pass. The throwing of the ball forward can be a good way to get the ball forward. Now, throwing the ball forward comes with a strict set of rules that limit its use. But the 2 major rules to know is that there is only 1 forward pass allowed per play, and the play is over if the ball isn't caught. Now, while the offense is running and passing the ball, there is a special set of rules you should be aware of. To ensure that the offense is actively trying to move the ball forward, they are only given 3 chances to move the ball 10 yards. These attempts are called downs. 10 yards from where the ball is placed, you will find a line called the line to gain. If the offense fails to reach this line to gain, the other team will take over possession of the ball. If the offense is able to get the ball to or beyond the line to gain, they will be granted another set of 3 downs. This is called getting a first down. If you're watching a game on TV, you will see the downs and yards to gain near the score. But if you're attending a game in person, the down and yards to go can typically be found on the scoreboard and on the side of the field where a group of officials hold special markers. Now on the other side of the ball is the defense. They're just not going to let the offense into their end zone. They want to stop them from getting closer to their goal. The 3 primary ways to do this is to tackle the ball carrier. Bringing the player with the ball to the ground will end play. Next, making the ball carrier go out of bounds. When a player with the ball steps out of the field of play, then the play is over. And getting the ball away from the offense. This is called a turnover. Anytime the defense ends the play with possession of the ball, a turnover has occurred. This can happen one of 3 ways. The player with the ball drops it, and the defense picks it up. This is called a fumble. The ball is thrown, and a defensive player catches the ball. This is called an interception. And finally, If the offense does not get the ball to the line to gain after their third attempt, the defense gets the ball and it's called a turnover on downs. So now that we have a basic understanding of how the offense moves the ball, we should talk about these goal areas. There are 3 ways for the offense to score points: the 3-point field goal, the 6, 7, or 8-point touchdown, and the 1-point single. A field goal is scored when the offense kicks the ball over the crossbar and between the uprights. When a player brings the ball into the opponent's end zone, they have scored a touchdown. It's initially worth 6 points, but from here, the offense has to choose to either convert that touchdown for 7 or 8 points. Now, the safest and most common conversion is the 1-point conversion field goal. The field goal is set up just like a normal 3-point field goal. The other method of conversion is the 2-point conversion touchdown. The offense is given 1 chance to score a second touchdown. A successful conversion will see the touchdown valued at 8 points. If the 1-point conversion field goal or 2-point conversion touchdown fails, the offense still retains the initial 6 points. When the ball is kicked into the defensive end zone and the defense is unable to get the ball back out, the team gets 1 point. It's also possible for the defense to score points. If they can cause the offense to end their play with the ball in their own end zone or going out of bounds in the end zone, the defense will earn 2 points and it's called a safety. And now, a quick summary. The offense has the ball. They get 3 chances to go 10 yards. Every time they do, they get another 3 chances. At the end of the field is the end zone, where points can be gained. Kicking the ball is 3 points. Bringing the ball in is 6. They can play it safe afterwards and get an extra point, or take a risk and get an extra 2 points. There is a single point that can be seen almost as a consolation point for a missed field goal. On the other side, the defense tries to stop them from marching down the field, and if they're very effective, they may even get 2 points for their effort. Now that we have that covered, here's a few special other things to note before we close up this video. When the game begins, or after the offense scores, the game resumes with a kickoff. The kicking team boots the ball down the field, and once the kicking play has stopped, the team receiving the kick becomes the offense and begins to play with their set of 3 downs. Since the offense loses the ball if they do not make 10 yards in 3 attempts, a frequent strategy is to give the defense the ball on 3rd down. By punting the ball, they ensure the defense begins their set of 3 attempts further away from their end zone than if they had a turnover of downs where they are. However, if the offense is close enough to the defensive end zone, they'll likely try for a field goal on 3rd down instead. The game time counts down from 15 minutes. There's a second clock that counts down how long the offense has to begin its next play. Hopefully this short and simple introduction will give you enough knowledge to follow any game you watch. But it doesn't end here. There's so much more to know, strategy akin to chess, more rules than a tabletop strategy game, a litany of fouls and penalties, and over 150 years of evolution. And while Canadian football looks very similar to the American game on the surface, there are enough differences in the rules to change the feel of the game. So watch games, find helpful fans, and ask questions in the comments below.